I'm Jake, and this is the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. We actually remembered to do our spells this time. That's a first. That is a first. You know, we're getting better at the game. Okay. We have already checked these guys, but we can continue on through the Blighted Village here. I think we've all but cleared out.
But give me so much
What's
as a
here?
hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
Just make sure, yeah, I think we took all these camping supplies already. Yeah, okay.
Yes, of course.
Let's travel down into the well.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Let's do investigation, and we have the right character for this. That was purely by accident, but it is an intelligence-based skill, and that's what Gale is good at here. 15, okay, so we got there with the 20.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Let's start by throwing a coin into the well.
The coin disappears into the darkness, landing with a soft clink.
And now we'll climb down. We just want to make sure nothing was going to ambush us.
Webs everywhere, which means spiders anywhere.
Okay. Is my coin down here? I don't see it. We'll switch over to Bill here. Also, we do need to change out our inventory, because we got that headband. We're actually going to give that to Bill. That way, in case we do wind up with any...
So that's progress.
Yeah, we're going to give him the Warped Headband of Intellect, which will raise his intelligence from an 8 to a 17. Pretty massive boost. Now, the Haste Helm we will give to Lizelle, I think. Even though I do not think it looks very good, but I think we're going to give it to her.
What now?
And the reason we're going to do that is simply because that will help her move a little bit better, I think, in combat. So, that'll let our main attack characters get into position, and it'll also help Bill in a lot of these situations where he's speaking for the group.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
See, there's a bunch of spider webs down here, so we'll have to be
Something
careful.
like that.
What do we have up here? An old backpack, huh? Alright. We'll take it one step at a time here. That looks like a dead end. Doesn't really want to get the camera in there, but that's okay. Do need to be careful. This feels like an ambush spot, so we'll have to keep our eyes out and see if we can get the first attack. Didn't mean to do that, but yeah, see, there's a couple of our spiders and an ettercap. I don't think I see any spiders in here, so let's see if we can grab up whatever loot's in here first. Someone's been chopping something up.
Anything of use?
A little bit of water for resting in camp. I don't think the rest of this is overly helpful. A little bit of thieves' tools. That's not bad. Water. There it is. Alright, so we found a bunch of spell scrolls. Let's give Web to our barbarian, because that might help him keep people from getting too far away from him. We're going to give Fear actually to Gale. Featherfall. Maybe our rogue can have that one. And Ice Knife. Throw a shard of ice that deals 1d10 piercing damage. It explodes and deals 2d12 cold damage to anybody nearby. It leaves an icy surface. I think we'll give that to Lizelle. So everybody winds up with a scroll. That looks like a dead end. I don't think we can get down there, and I certainly don't think we want to jump down there, so we'll circle back around and see if we can get an attack on those spiders. climb up on top, see if we can get range, and then we will hide as a group.
What path lies before me?
We may switch to Asterion here so he can try to get his sneak attack. Before we do that, do we try to speak with them?
Best thing ahead, or I'm lost.
Okay, so we will do that. We'll split everybody up. I'll actually send Bill down there by himself. We'll cast... No, not speak with dead. We want to speak with animals. And before I forget, we already prepared mage armor. Let's cast mage armor. Oh. I guess we're not speaking then. Okay. We're still in good shape. So Asterion still gets a shot first. He won initiative over everybody. I think he should probably go with the phase spider. Let's see if we can take one of them out of the fight beforehand. So let's see. We'll use our acid arrow here. I hope this still counts as a sneak attack, but it may not. We'll use it anyway. Asterion needs a 13 to hit. They rolled a 12. Yeah, so no, we won't change it because the portent won't change it to a hit. It'll change his roll to an 11. Oh, it changes his roll to 11, and then you add his bonus. So it will change it to a hit, and I think we're going to do it just because it's the first hit of a combat. Asterion used acid arrow. The spider needs a 12 to save. He rolled a 15. I don't really think we should. Yeah, we're not gonna burn them both in the same attack. So he did save on the attack, but that's okay. And then we'll have him drop back and potentially just hide. I don't think. Yeah, oh, of course, we're just in view, but that's fine. That'll do it for him. Everybody saved off the web spell, which is good, so that doesn't slow us down. And then our other spider is dashing over here to get in the fight. Or the other Ettercap, I should say. Oof. 13 on a hit. Now we're going to change this to a 3. And again, divination wizards are great. You can change enemies' rolls, you can change friendly rolls. It just does a great job of kind of deciding when somebody either hits on important moments or misses on important moments. So let's see. We can't make it there, and we can't jump because we had to use our rage. So we're actually going to move forward, and we'll probably use a throw if we can. What happened to our action? Okay, I'm not sure what happened to our action there, but for some reason we do not have it. So we will end with him. We're actually going to use Firebolt on the web itself to drop these guys here. Can't reach destination? It's a ranged attack. He also does not have an action. I thought we saved against web. Does Lizelle have hers? She has her action at least. Okay. We will use a bow shot on it then, I suppose. That did not have the effect we were expecting. We did 1 damage to it? That doesn't... Okay. Alright, well, we will use Second Wind. Just to give her a few more hit points. Again, I'm not 100% sure why that only did 1 damage when our strength modifier should have made it do more. But maybe that's the number of attacks it can sustain. So, okay. We're going to move her a little bit closer here, too. Since that somehow took our action and bonus action there, we'll end our turn. Have a bonus action. We could Misty Step out of here, and I'm trying to see if there's a decent place to go to. Doesn't really look like there is. You can't Misty Step far enough away to make it to any of these spots. So I think we'll just skip it. don't have the dodge action. Otherwise, we'd be using that. Well, he couldn't use it anyway because it's an action, not a bonus action. But that's okay. We'll end our turn. We're back to the top with Asterion here. Does that count as a sneak attack? No. I don't think so. Yes, he must have advantage on the target. She's not quite in range for it to count because there's a little ledge here. So let's use him. Let's use Firebolt with him on the web. Hopefully this takes the web down. There we go. Okay. Only 1 damage on his fall. Not great, but still. Let's see if we can get to a place where he can hide. We'll come around the corner here. And then we'll use cunning action to hide. Okay. Not a great first turn for us. For some reason our actions were just randomly depleted. I don't know if it's moving through the web that's causing it or what, but it certainly is not very helpful. Lizelle is already webbed, so she can't move. So that doesn't really hurt her much more. We are going to shield for sure. Obviously, they found Asterion here. Okay. On to Bill's turn. We are going to probably skip the reckless attack since we have an 80%. So we'll go with that. Good hit. And then as a bonus action, we're going to shove him off the ledge. Perfect. At the very least, that forces him to kind of like move farther to get to us.
Always be a gentleman.
We're going to go with the chromatic orb here. We just got to start dealing some damage. We'll go first level, and we're going to go with fire against the phase spider. And we missed. Okay. Now, we have a choice. I think we're going to use a trip attack. We'll use one of our superiority dice, and we're going to attack the character we have the best chance of hitting. He did save against the trip. Do we action surge to kill him? I think we probably should. And we'll just take a regular bow shot here because we should do enough damage to kill him. Unless we miss. There is that. Okay. We have a bonus action. Is there anything we really want to do? Not particularly here. So we will end our turn. Onto Asterion. We're going to use our vampiric bite to see if we can kill him. Alright, perfect. Well, we didn't quite get the kill, but we got close enough. And then with our action, we're just going to use a regular attack. Alright. Spider's dealt with. One of them, anyway. We can't hide because we used our vampiric bite, but that will do it for that. Now, hopefully this guy doesn't have the range to get in, the speed to get into range, but I guess not. Okay. Only a 3, and again, that rage is huge for that. It's good that we're being attacked, too, because that lets us stay raging. Same deal. I think we'll just go with a regular attack here, see if we can finish him off, and then if we don't get it there, we'll hit him with a shove. We saved against the infection that they have. I think we're in a good place. We're going to potentially just have to make some ranged attacks if they don't want to close the distance, which is not good. We might retreat, actually. So with our bonus action, we're actually going to jump back over this way and see if we can force them to come after us. Alright, so that'll do it for Bill. Gale will attack and then retreat. And we're actually going to use sleep here first to put the phase spider to sleep. Good. Okay, and then with our bonus action, he will likewise try to jump through these webs if we can. And just get as far away from everybody as possible. Alright, now Lizelle. Do we take a shot? Or do we just run? we have any more arrows, or are we out? We're out of them with her, at least. We'll use a distracting strike. Not the melee version, though. We need the ranged attack. That way, whoever attacks this guy next will also have advantage on him. Unless we miss. Alright, now we'll jump out of the way and kind of continue retreating with her as well. Hopefully that forces them to try to chase us. We'll hide first.
Leave no trace.
And I don't think we'll be able to sneak attack from this range. Yeah, see, path is interrupted. Let's see if we can get into range to make this shot. Yes, perfect. 17's a good hit, and we will just drop back. That'll do it. Yeah, he doesn't really seem to be in any great hurry to chase us down, so we will probably just keep cheesing him from distance. Let's start with Gale, since he's much better at that than everybody. Actually, we're going to start with Lizelle, because she's blocking Gale's path a little bit. So we'll move her forward, and if we need to, we'll jump back. Let's just make a regular ranged attack. Miss. No big deal. Before we go too much farther, we'll go with Gale. And we'll have him cast probably just Firebolt. I don't think we need to go too crazy with some of the spells we're casting. Perfect. And it looks like the fire killed the whatever infestation that one has, so hopefully we don't have to worry about that. We'll retreat. And then with Bill,
Where do I go from here?
first off, let's bring him back to the group. Let's use the throw action. We're actually going to throw our spear here, I think. We'll use it. We'll use a hand axe. I don't think we need to use the spear.
Seems like the best way.
Great throw. Okay, we're going to end our turn here because the spider is still asleep.
Unleash me.
We're actually going to move Gale out of the way so Asterion can come forward if he needs to.
To strike.
And we will leave Lizelle out of the way too. Okay, so first we're going to use cutting action to hide.
Shadows.
And then we'll creep forward.
Let's go.
I almost think we should skip this turn, because if we attack now, the spider will get to go next while it's awake. So I think we're going to end our turn, and we'll see if he saves against the sleep. No, he's still sleeping. Perfect. Let's see. With her, she takes 2d8 damage per turn. Ooh. Or 1d4 poison damage per turn. Now we'll throw the spear.
Good idea. I think.
No dice with that. It's okay, though. We're out of first level spells already, so we're going to need to go back to Chromatic Orb. I think we're going to have to cast it at second level. We'll use fire. I think that'll be pretty good for spiders. 22. Solid hit. We'll go with Lizelle.
Time to strike.
And she should be able to finish it off if she can land a hit here. Alright. First things first, short rest.
Rested enough.
We'll use Gale's Arcane Recovery. Where is his Arcane Recovery?
Seek and you shall find me.
We'll add that there. We'll use Arcane Recovery. We'll recover a first level spell. And another one. That will do it. At least for the short rest. So that way, at least we have 3 spells. We'll keep going for a little bit. I think 3 spells will be enough to see us through another combat encounter if we come to that.
Could be interesting.
What else do we have down here? Let's examine these cocoons. A bulbous, sticky sack of powerful silk. The surface seems to ripple softly as if something were moving within. Eee. Doesn't... I doubt there's anything living in there. So we're gonna firebolt it. We're just gonna take care of all of them. That way it doesn't release any little spiders. A pair of simple boots, huh? Okay. And there's an explosive barrel, apparently.
Onward.
Alright, and let's make sure we go first with
Still
Bill.
breathing, despite everything. No traps, please.
See if we can get our throwable items back. We definitely want the spear. I'm sure they'll be fine in a minute. Silkland, huh? We'll take that, I guess. We'll take our hand axe back. I think they all kind of landed in the same little area. Now, the web with the pack.
Open up.
Let's go check that. I don't think being in webbed is necessarily... apparently it's burning us? Is there some leftover fire from over there? Okay. If it keeps going like this, we're going to have to probably spend another short rest here, because we don't want to be too short-handed on health. See, everybody was kind of like walking through fire. Alright, we'll take that, and I guess we'll take a loot and give it to Gale. And I think we can continue on. I mean, we can't get there, but... There we are, walking through the fire again. Perfect. I guess we'll just wait for them to finish walking through the webs. And then we'll short rest. Make sure we're not missing anything over here. I think we're good, though. Yeah, it all looks like it's a circle. And we will take our second short rest.
Rested enough.
Alright.
Now, forward.
You got another spider down below there. Let's turn on our group stealth. Oh, what do we got here? That is a large spider, level 5, 125 hit points. Yeesh. Do we take it on? 125 hit points. We're already down a couple wizard spells. We'll try it. Why not?
Best be on my way.
Same deal. I think we're going to lead with Asterion here. Because while we're hiding, he's going to get his free
Step careful.
shot. Or his free sneak attack. Can't have disadvantage on the target. Why would we have disadvantage? We have height advantage and we're hiding. And I'm willing to bet these spiders underneath are going to join the fight too, which might be an issue. Maybe we try to clean one of them up first. We're actually going to do that, I think.
Finally.
Alright, good hit. A 20 is very solid. And apparently he's the only one that came into the combat there, so we'll hold off for a second. We're going to use everybody else first. Let's see if I can hit him with this thrown hand axe. Path is interrupted. Okay, can we move over here without triggering combat? Potentially. Alright, let's see if we can throw our hand axe down there.
Good idea.
Perfect. Okay, so we're down to Spider already, which is good. Now let's go to Gale. So the spiders can... We're just going to attack the Matriarch, I think. We have the advantage since we're hiding. Now's a great time to just do as much damage as we can do with the best chance to hit him with an 84. Only a 10 is a little disappointing when we're rolling, 3 to 24. So not a great hit, but that's okay. Now Lizelle is also 100% going to go with a distracting strike here. I think we're actually going to go do it down below on the other phase spider. Okay, so only a 5 damage, which isn't great, but that brings everybody into the combat. We did kind of spend our first turn doing all of that. Drop Asterion back a little bit. And use our cunning action to hide. Or actually, we're gonna let's use our firebolt to drop the main spider. We'll just try to blast the web. And that might make it easier for us to hide. Oh, there we go. 34 damage on that fall, so that was really well timed. And I think we'll drop back a little bit. And of course, Gale is kind of in the way. It's not letting us walk through. It's trying to make us walk around him, which is kind of silly. There we go. We'll go with that. We'll drop back.
Step quick.
We will cunning action hide.
Have a little fun.
Okay, perfect. I guess we still have the spiders in surprise, but because we already burned most of our actions, we could action surge, and I think we're going to, just to try to deal as much damage as we can. There should be... Target is outside of normal range, so that is going to make it tough to hit him. Don't have a great option here, admittedly. Do we just take a Hail Mary shot? I think we're going to. We're just going to use a regular attack. We're not going to waste one of our superiority die. We'll just take a shot and potentially... I don't want to drop her back.
I don't fancy their Joneses.
Gale does have a bonus action, but not a lot of stuff that can use it outside of Misty Step, and we don't have a second level spell to use it with, so skip that.
Let's go.
And we're going to rage with our barbarian because that's kind of his thing. I'm going to move him a little bit closer to everybody here. That way, hopefully, the spider teleports up here somewhere he can kind of support. So we'll move him there. Back to Asterion, who is hiding. Let's see if we can get into range to get another sneak attack off. We're too far, unfortunately. Can I firebolt from that distance? Yes. Alright, we will firebolt smaller phase spider just to try to clear him out. Miss on an 84, that's tough. Okay, we'll cutting action hide again. End our turn. Lizelle is just tanking some of these hits. The main spider didn't move, which is kind of interesting. She has disadvantage for some reason. Oh, because she's poisoned. Okay. Same deal. Casting any of that, even with the spell scrolls, is going to use up too much. Or it's too low of a chance to hit, so we're going to ignore it. Because we're poisoned, we're going to have disadvantage. With the height advantage, it shouldn't be quite as bad. You can see we only have like a 42 to hit. But I think we're just going to take another standard attack. We're not going to burn a superiority die. I don't know why she needs to move to be able to see it. She should be able to look down, but I guess maybe not if you look at that perspective. So let's have her move over this way. We'll just use a standard shot, I think. And we're only going to use one. We're going to save our other attack. Why did we just drop from 42 to 30%? Actually, we'll just move her down here. We'll get her into melee range. Get the actual fight started. She's going to do a little bit more damage like that. And we're going to start actually by shoving, I think, with our bonus action. we pop him over the wall? No. Okay. Even still, I was hoping we could pop him over this wall and into the pit, but he couldn't quite get there. We use a regular attack. Again, only a 42, which is not a whole lot. I think we got to do it anyway, because poison lasts for a minute most of the time. Alright, let's follow up with a second regular attack. So she's going to stay poisoned is the problem.
Tale for the ages.
Alright, now, Gale. Can we get somewhere where we can hit somebody? I could put the smaller spider to sleep again. I think we're going to do that since we only have a couple first level spells. Let's have him jump to try to save some of our movement. See if he can climb down. Doesn't have enough movement to do it. Okay. Can we put the spider to sleep here? Can we hit him? No, he's out of sight. Okay. We'll use a different spell. Let's see. Should we go with Grease? Not really, because they can teleport. I don't think Grease is going to be incredibly helpful. So let's go. We'll use Lightning this time. And we still can't get a shot off. Can I Ray of Frost anybody? No. Not enough movement. Okay. In that case, we'll cast Dancing Lights. Make it a little easier for us to see, since he is human, and that will do it for him.
Can't stay idle.
Alright. We're going to have Bill climb down, for sure. He's going to go get in the mix. I'm a little worried that the big spider is going to teleport up here where my soft guys are, but, you know, we'll do what we can. Did we lose our rage? I think we did. No, we're still raging. Okay. So we need to attack this turn for sure. We're going to jump to get into position, just to make sure we don't run out of movement. And we're going to recklessly attack to make sure we hit. Good hit. Alright. 14s are good. We're out of turns. That'll do it for him. Now Asterion. Is anybody in range for a sneak attack? You can kind of see this spider. We're going to see if we can finish him off. Path is interrupted. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see if we can sneak around. I don't really want to sneak through that poison. So we'll do this.
On my way.
Kind of step into the web, but I don't think there's much of a choice, unfortunately. We still can't see. There it is. Okay. Path is interrupted, cannot reach. Can we jump down? This is probably going to hurt to jump down, but... Actually, we'll we'll cunning action dash. That'll at least let us kind of get into a little bit better position, but why? Okay, why? Gale is blocking us, apparently. Oh, we were in webbed. Okay. Okay. We'll skip our turn. And that is a little bit of what we were worried about, him coming up here. Not the end of the world, though, since he wasted his attack to attack us. Let's see what the matriarch does. Okay, moved over here with Bill, which is actually exactly where we want her. Ooh. Okay. And this is where it would be handy to have something like Shattered, because we can hit a bunch of enemies all at once. We don't have an AoE attack, which is bad. But what we do need to do is run a trip attack, I think, on the large spider. Even though it has a... We'll dip. We actually don't have that. We have it with Bill. Okay. We will use a trip attack here with melee.
Let my name be known.
Good hit, and a 20 is huge. Okay. I think we'll save our second win this time, even though we could use a bonus action to do it. We're actually going to see if we can shove one of these little spiders off. Perfect. So that deals with him. And there's one less to worry about. We'll go to Gale here, who probably needs to help down below. We could put all these spiders to sleep. I think that's the best we can do for AoE. And I think that's what we are going to do. So the problem is there's so many attacks. Even though they're small, they have so many attacks that they're very likely to hit us. And if they have any poison, it's going to give them... It's going to give all our characters disadvantage. So we're going to put all of these little spiders to sleep. Okay, and now with our bonus action, we could try to shove this spider. It only has 5 HP left. So I think we'll give it a shot, even though this is not what a wizard needs to be trying to do. is not wizardly business. Yeah, imagine that. No dice, didn't work. It's okay. Well, Asterion should be able to go beforehand, and that'll give him a sneak attack. So, that'll do it for Gale. Alright, we're going to jump in with Bill, I think. Can I jump over it? Yes, I can. We're going to do that. We are going to recklessly attack Mama Spider. Not a bad hit. And that'll do it for us. Hopefully she doesn't kick kick us down into the thing, because I'm not sure if spiders can shove, but if they can, we are in a little bit of a danger. Alright, we're going to go with a sneak attack with our melee attack, I think. We'll move him in. Good. Perfect. And then we're going to use the rest of our movement to climb down to help everybody else. Is there a spot we can retreat to? There is. We're going to move back here. Cunning action, hide. And apparently it can see around corners. I guess. I feel like we should be able to hide. If you look at the spider's kind of viewpoint here, that's pretty well hidden. I feel like we should have been able to hide there, but okay. Alright, that'll do it for our turn. Let's see what Mama Spider wants to do. Queen's Wrath. Oof. Alright, well, that had a better chance to hit us because we were recklessly attacking, and Bill is down to 1 HP, which is not good, but we're going to use our distracting strike here to give... Well, Bill will already have advantage, so we're not that worried about it. I think we'll go with the trip attack. Alright, we'll try it, even though it's only a 55 to hit. Good hit, knock the spider down, perfect, and we're going to shove our next little spider. They never stood a chance because they were sleeping, which is exactly the way we want to play. And that'll do it for her. Alright. Now, let's move over here. We don't want to climb down, but we do want to get to where we can see. And we're going to Chromatic Orb with our last first level spell here. I was kind of hoping with it being knocked over, we'd have a little bit higher chance, but I guess not. 9 isn't terrible, not great either. And we're actually going to just drop back and hide with our wizard because we don't want him getting hit. So we can't because he's not a rogue.
Stand in my way.
Alright. Now, we only have 1 HP. We do have a healing potion we can take as a bonus action, but it's probably going to not be enough to save us anyway. So we're just going to recklessly attack here. We may not even need to recklessly attack. We're going to use our gargantuan attack. What's our chance to hit here? You can attack multiple targets, but become off-balanced. Doesn't really tell us what our chance to hit is. What is our standard chance to hit? Yeah, we already have advantage, so I think we're going to do that anyway. 15. Okay. We're going to move just a little bit here. Can we do we have a pommel strike? No. Prepare. Okay. I don't think there's really any reason to shove it since it's already been knocked over. We're just going to count on our rogue sneak attack here to see if we can finish the deal. Only a 55 to hit, even though it's knocked over. So we're going to cunning action. Yeah, we're going to cunning action dash. And that should give us the range we need to get into range to hit it with a melee attack. Perfect. Just enough. Alright, we still technically have these little sleeping spiders.
I'm fury. I am death.
But they shouldn't be too hard to clean up here. So we'll just go one at a time, I think. Okay. Move a little closer. If we can. Kind of can't, but it's alright. And we'll just start shoving them off the cliff. There goes another one.
Victory is assured.
Alright, we'll move Gale over here. We'll have him just firebolt the last guy over here. Hopefully this is enough to kill it. Perfect. Alright. Now, Poisoner's Robe. When the wearer casts a spell that deals poison damage, it deals an additional 1d4 damage. Okay. We'll give that to Gale. take the Silk Land, and we need to rest before Bill dies.
Now.
So, before we do anything else, we're going to take a long rest. Okay. So that was close, even while we were raging. You know, we were down to our last hit point there with Bill. Anyone else would have just got mobbed by whatever that was. So, we got a little lucky. I don't mind saying it. We got a little lucky with all the damage that was dealt there. Mask of the Shapeshifter. Wonder where we got all this from. Peculiar clothing chests. I don't think we need to pick up all those chests. That's gonna be like 8 million pounds.
No,
We're gonna have to undo that.
Breathe deep and move.
Okay, open the chest. Thank you, Bill. And we're just actually going to take those chests that are not as heavy as I thought they were going to be. We're just gonna leave them there. Okay. Keep the Red Prince. Okay. Unless somebody has something to talk about, which I don't think they're going to, but we'll check really quick.
Something the matter?
Yeah, no, I think we're good. Before we go, we're actually going to add
Something the
Shadowheart,
matter?
I think. We'll switch it up. We've been going with the same group. I forgot I have to dismiss somebody before we add them. We do have something to ask Asterion about. I think we'll switch her out for Lae'zel.
You know, I was just thinking about you. Remembering our little encounter in the night.
When you tried to bite me?
The very same. It obviously put me off your neck, but now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Not that anyone's volunteered. It's just an idle fancy.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect any volunteers either.
Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like?
Probably sour Jolly Ranchers. Something exotic, surely, and an Amnian liqueur.
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
This is still theoretical, right?
Absolutely. A mere thought experiment.
Doesn't really feel that way.
In the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
Are you really asking which of our companions I'd eat?
Oh,
We'll go with the barbarian.
No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required.
I know we have the headband on, but normally we have 8 intelligence, so we'll keep going. We'll say, that's it. We're done talking.
What? I was only making conversation.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have no sense of fun.
Little weird, dude. Gonna be honest with you. All right. I think the rest of them are good to go, so we will dismiss Lae'zel, I guess. Even though she is a good damage dealer, I still want to have the wizard, so we'll dismiss her.
Speak.
We'll say, wait for me in camp.
Shook. You believe you can survive without me?
Yep.
As you say, do not keep...
Okay. And we will go back and add Shadowheart. We could potentially swap Will in for Gale, but Warlocks just are not that great of a class, so we'll say join me.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Okay, and as much of a creep as Asterion is, I know I've said it before, but the Barbarian and the Rogues just kind of pair well. So I actually do think we'll swap him out. We'll see how it goes without him.
Staring at me again.
So we'll think it's better you stay in camp for a while.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Yeah, just go ahead and stay here.
Guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here. Well, you do all the hard work.
And we'll add Lizelle again.
Awful.
If we give up the 2 fighters up front, I am worried that even though we have just the 1 barbarian, if we get into a combat encounter like we had last time where there were 4 or 5 enemies,
It is done.
it's going to be hard for the barbarian to soak up all of the attention. So we will probably go with 2 frontliners and then 2 backliners. The cleric can play frontline. They're kind of like in between, but it gets a lot better once they hit level 5. Oh, we don't want all those. All right. We'll just use some of our loose food here, see if we can get as close to it as possible. We need something with 2. There we go. And we'll take our full rest. See if we have any dreams. Doesn't look like it. Alright. We should be good to adventure. We'll just make sure nobody else has anything to say. And I think we're off. We'll break camp here. And again, if we run into a fight where, like, not this one with the queen spider where we're able to clean up really well, but if we run into a fight where we have, 3 or 4 kind of tanky frontline enemies, several are going to engage with the barbarian, but the rest of them are just going to attack all of our characters that aren't so good at frontline combat, like Gale. When you only have something like a 14 AC, you just don't want him taking too many close attacks. You want them to be forgotten about and just blowing them up from behind everybody. So we'll keep that in mind. We got something glowing over here. We'll check that out. But first, let's cast some of our...
Something's down.
And she said there's something underneath, too.
Well, after you.
All right. And we'll get our mage armor going. Does Shadowheart have anything we can do?
what the next move is.
I don't think so. We need to re-prepare her spells the next time we rest, too. Just like the wizard, we forgot. But that's okay. I think what she has right now is okay. Is there anything to examine here?
Never a dull moment.
See if we can get everybody to stop standing on it so I can take a look at it. There it is. All right.
Don't mind
Dark
if I do.
Amethyst.
These boots have seen everything.
Said that there was some sort of something below. I don't know that we necessarily want to just jump in. Let's see if there's some way we can get down there to take a look. We'll take the necklace as well. Can we move under here? No. Do we just take the plunge? Like, this would be a good place to save scum, where you could just jump underneath. Let's see if we can jump down below. So there is a spot here. It just showed us standing down there. I feel like if we just jump off, we're going to die. That's too far to fall, for sure. Is there any way we can jump down below? We'll land prone and we'll lose 11 hit points if we do that. Do we just risk Bill sending him off there? He definitely has the most health. I think we'll just let it be. Even though they were talking about it, I don't really see a good way down, is the problem. So unless we take a leap of faith... And again, we're not trying to save scum. If I was save scumming, we'd save and just go dive into the bottom of that. But since we're playing it straight up, like these are, our real lives that we're trying to not lose, I guess we'll just have to continue. Not jump into the bottomless pit. Fine, whatever. Alright, and it says over here we've missed a little bit of something on the map, so we'll just take a quick look at this corner over here. So there is a fast travel sigil here. I think that's about it. Climb back up on top. I think this takes us to the surface or near it. Camera's having a little bit of trouble getting there without the characters, but there we go. Is there anything to have here with the spider eggs? Not really. Okay. And unfortunately, we need to walk across all these webs, so it's going to take us a good minute to get through it because everybody's going to keep getting caught in them, but we'll power through, hopefully. We'll just wait for everybody to catch up. That way, if we get surprised with any kind of combat encounter, we're not all split up.
Best not touch those webs or I'll end up as a meal.
A little late for that, sweetheart. We've only been running through the webs the entire time we've been down here. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've checked everything out. Still got a little bit of uncharted area in the map over here. We'll check that out. Barbarian just powers through with his strength.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Let's see.
What's this?
So we have a cracked wall. Should we attack it? See if we can cut it down. Doesn't look like there's anything over on this side. I want to check really quick, but yeah, there's nothing else there. All right, let's just attack it. Let's see if we can knock the wall down.
Fall by my hand.
Immune to slashing damage. Okay, do we have anything that can bludgeon? Because I think that'll be a little bit better. I don't know that we do. I think everything we do is slashing.
Whatever comes.
She has a mace. Let's try to use a mace. Okay, so we can bludgeon it down.
Let's get going.
I think if we light the fire first, the bellows might help. Looks like some sort of forge we're in right now. There's a short sword on the rack. Again, I don't think we really need it, but we might pick it up with Bill just to throw it. I don't think they can be thrown, but I'm not sure what the limitation, at least in the normal game. Let's see if we can throw it. Oh, we can throw the rapier, so I gotta imagine we can throw it. A knife, a shovel. We can throw our great axe if we want to. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we can throw it if we need to. Okay. Always good to have more ammo. We'll check a couple of these racks, but I don't think there's a whole lot up here that's overly helpful.
Carefully. There's a trap.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Highcliffe's blueprints. We'll take that.
Looking ahead.
Let's read the blueprints here. Alright, precise arcs are nearly drawn in lines from blueprints of 3 weapons, a greatsword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient, susar bark. Susar bark can only be applied to an ordinary, unmodified blade.
Prince. They call for Susa bark. If only I knew where to find some.
Okay. We will open, or we will attempt to lockpick it, except we lost Asterion, so
At the ready.
perhaps we'll just smash the chest open.
I've got a long road ahead.
Another reason why you want to have a rogue is because they're good at a bunch of different things. Like, they have a bunch of skills that they get expertise, they can take expertise in. So I guess we'll just attack this and see what we can do. A little bit of infernal iron, okay.
Might be useful.
Same deal, we'll give all these to Bill for now. We do have to keep an eye on his weight, but other than that, having more things to throw is always better than needing something and not having it, so. Took a little bit of falling damage, we jumped too far, but that's okay. I don't think we need the rest of this. Okay.
One day I'll catch a break.
Give the shovel to Shadowheart, just because. Thieves' tools we'll give to Gale, because I think he's probably our best chance at this point.
These things have stayed interesting.
We'll check that, actually. 13 for Bill, 13 for Gale, 13 for for everybody, actually, so. Just spread them around, I guess. It doesn't really seem to matter who's going to take it.
What lies within?
There's a great club, but I don't think anybody can use it that needs to, so we'll continue on. We'll switch back to Bill since he's the one that needs to be tanking these hits anyway. We're just making sure that nothing is left behind here. What do we got here? Rotten chicken eggs. We can probably throw those if we need to, but I think we're okay. And a lot of different containers in this game to sit there and search through. You know, we're trying to balance it between what's worth picking through and what isn't. Alright.
Within reach.
Same deal. Let's switch back to Bill. Should we try to lockpick? A 10 on the difficulty class. We're going to add guidance because we are not great at this. 17. Okay, we got through. Good. I clicked too fast, I didn't see what came up there, but... Okay, we are ambushed then. So we have 5 enemies. Looks like Bill lost initiative, Lizelle is in the middle, and we're surprised, which means they all get to go before we get to go. So that is not good. Goblin used Arrow of Fire. They need a 12 to save. Do we change one of our rolls to a save? An 18 and a 20. We'll let it hit. Okay. I think that was going to hit us anyway when you saw like the arrow of effect or the area of effect that was there. So
My collection once you're dead.
the arrow of sickness we are going to save. Oof, 13. I think we need to just go back inside because they certainly have us at a disadvantage here. The problem is they're all going to get to go again before we get to go. Okay. So I think we're actually just going to retreat back inside. We'll cut back to Gale. Have him cut through. Scroll of Dark Vision. Let's check our scrolls really quick. Do we have one of invisibility? I feel like we have something that is invisibility related.
I am death.
What fools these mortals be.
I don't see anybody with one, which is not good. Alright, let's switch to Gale here.
The lance board is set.
Don't think we have much of a choice. We're just going to cut it through.
No time to dally.
Lizelle's turn, it looks like. We'll have her retreat as well, and she's burning, so we're actually going to use Second Wind first. Get a few hit points back, and then we're going to retreat. Yeah, that surprise really messed us up, you can see. We'll cut back to Bill, and just have him join them. Alright. Put everybody back together. And we are going to short rest. Maybe twice, because I'm still not loving our health. Well,
no time
I think
to
we have a
waste.
prayer of healing, don't we? Not prepared? Oh, we do have it. Okay, so we'll use a prayer of healing. We're gonna enter turn-based mode. Let's make sure everybody's grouped up here. There we go. And now that we're in turn-based mode, let's cut to Bill.
No one stopped me yet.
And we'll have him just re-enter here, I think. Did that just re-roll initiative? Okay, re-rolled initiative there, which is kind of strange. I hope we're not surprised again. I think we'll be okay, though. We are going to shield with Gale, for sure. Goblin Sharp Eye used. Gale needs a 12 to save. He rolled a 1. We are not going to react to that. So you can see it still hits. It's still like an area of effect, which is a little much, in my opinion, for just one arrow, but that's okay. Now, first things first. We're going to Misty Step with Gale. Can we get up here? Can we make it? Yes. We're going to Misty Step up here. We can't shove this turn, unfortunately. But what we can do is kind of position ourselves in a spot where we can... Well, we don't really have a pushback spell, do we? The Thunder may or may not push people back? No. Okay, but still a good hit. Alright, that'll do it for Gale.
Still on my feet.
We're definitely raging. I don't think we have much choice. There is somebody in here, right? Yeah. So let's... Can't jump because it was our bonus action to rage. But we can dash, which is what we might have to do. Is there an easy way in? Not really. Okay, so we're going to dash. Not a great use of our turn, but we don't really have much of an option. Still not enough movement to get there?
On my way.
Fair enough. We'll just move as close as we can. I'll do it for Bill.
Victory awaits.
We're going to use our Yankee Psionics to jump. Which it sucks that that is an action, but it is what it is. And we will have her jump on top here. Okay.
My faith will protect me.
Okay, so they failed to shove, which is good. Now, she's one of the other characters that doesn't really have a lot of good options to get up there, but she has some ranged spells, so I think we'll focus on that. So we'll use first level Guiding Bolt to hit this character if we can. Good kill. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we were just going to set up Lizelle for the next attack. And then she's actually going to stay down here. Because hopefully when Lizelle's turn comes back up, she's going to shove this goblin down below, and then we should have a chance to finish him off. Good miss. Okay, another miss for us, which is good. And if it's Gale's turn, he is going to shove. Again, not very wizardly, but we'll see what we can do here. I feel like we should be able to have changed that with our divination spell, but that's okay. We could sleep them. And in fact, that's probably the wisest move. Especially against low-level enemies, sleep is just amazing. That'll finish it. Like, there's not even really a good way for them to save. Like, if you can just beat whatever their health is, they just go down for at least one round. So it's a great spell for that. Other than that, yeah, he's in good shape. I think we'll end our turn there.
It is ever easy.
Can Bill make it inside? No. There's no windows. I'd have to run all the way out and around. Can he jump inside? Path is interrupted, but if I move down this way, it still wouldn't really help. I guess we're going to run back with Bill then. See if we can jump in the window next turn. Okay. bonus action to dash. That'll do it. First things first, we're going to start with our shove, see if we can shove him down. A 3 for that fall, 3 damage. Wow, okay. Well, that was unfortunate. But we're still going to follow it up with an arrow shot, I think. Now, it should be hard to hit because they're laying down. Do we change it? I don't think so. It's alright, we'll just leave it a miss. And Shadowheart is here. She can inflict wounds at first level. And that is more than enough to get our kill there, so perfect. Alright. Now with Gale. This guy only has 1 hit point, so I think we're just going to walk up.
On the double.
And just go take a melee kill. Not bad for a wizard. Then we'll just start moving back.
Well, so much for peace.
Bill lost his rage, right? No, he is still raging. Okay. I think he should have lost it because we weren't attacked and we didn't attack last turn, but I guess the game decided we get to keep it. That should put us in range to reckless attack. Deals with that goblin.
Time to strike.
Okay. And we're actually just going to not attack because if we do attack them, it will wake them up. We're not going to jump down either. We'll just have her climb down.
That's the plan. Have to keep going.
And I think we're going to just try to shove and see how far we can get with that. Okay, so he woke up. That ended his turn. Let's see if we can shove him down. Another 40%, but we'll try it. Not too surprising that we failed that. Gale's in a bit of a tough spot because we moved in close for the shove. That kind of played against us. Do we just go for a standard attack? Do we try to trip him? Or topple him, I should say? We'll try it. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll try it. I think we're going to have to long rest after this again, but... Yeah, because he's out of spells, so we might as well use our portent. And he saved against the topple, so that's not great, but it's not the end of the world either.
Despite everything.
I don't think we can reach it with a throw. So we will dash. Can I jump down without taking damage? It doesn't look like it. No. Alright. So we will spend our turn just running around with Bill. So that'll end it there.
Make way.
She can come out here and take Distracting Strike on him. Only a 20% chance to hit. But it hit him. Now Shadowheart can use... We'll use Sacred Flame. We have 50%. Yeesh. What Guiding Bolt? Guiding Bolt is 80%, so we'll take that. And that was because we hit them with Lysel's distracting attack. Alright. Well, that was more difficult than it needed to be. I thought we'd cleared the center of the town, but I guess not. Let's let everybody meet up, and then we're going to take another long rest, because Gale is tapped on spells. He has 1 second level.
What's next?
And unfortunately, they can't...
Enough time wasted.
That was a short rest.
Battle awaits.
Again, both of our spellcasters need long rest to get their spells back, and they've already burned pretty much everything they have. So we will take a long rest. Not a very efficient long rest, considering we just did it down in the tunnels after fighting the spiders, but we don't have much of a choice. Hate to say it. I think we just got to do what we got to do there. Doesn't look like anyone wants to talk. Nothing new, at least, so we will take a rest and try it again. We'll just use one of our supply packs. Again, that first round where they had surprise on us and they got to go multiple times before we did because they also won on initiative was pretty brutal. And that's probably a big chunk of why we had to rest as quick as we did. And if nobody has anything to say, we can leave.
Lysel, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say murder or theft?
Killing is good. But theft would be paid for painfully. A 1,000 times over.
And we're just gonna go collect some things from those dead goblins, see if they have any gold. Got a polished ring off this dead guy.
Don't waste
Means we're gonna have to climb a little bit to get to some of these bodies. Pretty nasty little surprise attack that they had set up for us here too, with them both sitting on the roofs. Take the supply pack, dragon egg mushroom. Okay, that's for crafting. I don't think we need that ritual staff. Just looking around, I don't think there's too many more goblins in the camp, but we do want to make sure we don't get ambushed like that again, so. And again, we had cleared this out, so it's a little strange that they came back without us being able to see, but it's okay. Everybody loves a surprise. Take that. Moss-covered key. We'll take that as well. And another scroll of grease. Okay, and I think we can continue on because we've been through most, if not all, of this village. Right, we're not missing anybody. Don't think so, so we'll continue on. Is there anything in the beehive other than bees? Honeycomb, okay. Let's get our other spells going too. So we'll do Speak with Animals. With Gale, we will cast our Mage Armor. Yeah, upcasting it doesn't grant any additional benefits, so we definitely don't want to upcast it.
The path less traveled. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Let's check around here at this blighted village. I feel like there's something up here. The camera is not really loving the change in height either.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Let's see what this does.
Did we find a letter or is this a book? Okay.
Best be on my way.
Who didn't make their survival check?
What did you mean, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said?
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken, I hope.
Not necessarily. I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
A little bit extra gold there that we found buried. Nothing major. Let's see what's across here. Again, this feels like it's a little too random to not be something. We've got a little backpack and a book. Volo's Guide to Baldur's Gate. A poorly drawn map of the city is captured in flamboyant script. What follows is the most thorough and accurate account of the city and people of Baldur's Gate, the sordid gem of the Sword Coast. And if you remember, we ran into Volo down in the Druid's Grove. He said he was going to the Goblin camp that we are also going to. Okay. Potion of healing, we will give that here. Camping supplies we'll hang on to as well. Okay. I think we can continue on. How close are we to leveling up? That is a good question. Because I'd like to be level 4 before we really go into the Goblins camp. 5 would be even better, but if we can get to level 4, that'll be good.
That expression must sound curious for Githyanki here, given the way they're birthed.
Level 3, kind of trying to storm the Goblins' lair isn't the best of ideas, I don't think. And because we've made enemies of them by attacking the Blighted Village, it might be hard for us to just walk in the front door. They may not even give us the chance to negotiate, but we'll check.
What tales of her reach us are terrifying. I suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Blacketh is unity, fear and beauty, life and unlife. Eyes like onyx, teeth like daggers. There is none more perfect.
Alright, let's go have a chat.
Claw, Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Vexite.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Alright, let's try to come up with a good one here. Do we go with deception? I don't think we're going to be good at deceiving somebody. Same thing with nature. Intimidation might be our play here. We do have a +2 with our proficiency. We'll say, I'm a hired sword. My employer's inside. Stand aside now. I think that's what we're going to go for it. And we're definitely going to use guidance here. This is going to be a tough one. Okay, we got there. That's good. Because otherwise we were probably fighting the entire goblin village right here and now. So it is good.
Down, Claw! Bad girl! She's a little overexcited. Been a busy day. Lads are celebrating.
Alright. We'll say, sounds festive in there. I do enjoy a party.
We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up.
Okay. We'll say a raid on what?
Rip the guts out of Joaquin's Rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
Okay. We're not going to ask about Halson, because that will probably give us away. We know that he was seen here last. So we'll just, we'll kind of avoid that. Can we talk to the wargs? Do they count as animals, or are they monstrosities?
And I'll bleed you out.
All right.
Rip you for your giblets. Got thick giblets. Run!
That was a woman's voice? Okay. Thought he said it was a girl. That's okay, though.
No traps, please.
Let's see, what else do we have here? A couple bottles. Not super helpful, but let's just take a quick look around the goblin camp while we're incognito, I suppose.
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh?
You saw a flaming fist? Where?
You ain't here. We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious.
Okay, we'll say, were there any survivors?
Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses.
Do you happen to know the way to Moonrise?
You ain't know the broken road? Nah. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North.
Okay, fair enough. But he did give us a lot of information, which is good. I don't think we really need to talk to everybody here. We travel through. That is the mountain pass. I don't think we need to go out that way just yet. Do we go into the city first, or into the goblin camp first, or should we go check out Joaquin's Rest? I think we probably should go check out Joaquin's Rest just for the sake of leveling up, because we are not, certainly not strong enough to kill everybody in here just yet. Like Gale said, there is... Okay. A little slow on that perception check, but that's okay. Very slow on that one. We are going to short rest now that we walked over those explosives. Okay, hopefully there's not any more over here. Let's jump across here. Obviously there's some more somewhere. Oof. Jeez. All right. Let's see if we can do this without killing ourselves. Because he's webbed, he's kind of stuck there. We may have to turn back. I guess we can use our last short rest here.
That helped.
And let's see. I don't think we can only use that in combat. So yeah, I think we're going to have to cut back. We're really failing these perception rolls. There's not a whole lot we can do. If we fail another couple, we're going to have to long rest again before we even get into any action. So we will try to avoid that. Again, we're trying to roleplay like we have a parasite growing in our head. And, you know, we're not trying to waste too much time if we don't have to. You know, just from having played, I suspect that you're not really on a timer. But I think our characters would be more interested in getting things done quickly. So we're going to try to live up to that if we can. And we'll cut back. We'll leave the Goblin Village here for now. And we'll go see if we can find Joaquin's Rest first. I think it is up this way.
More now than ever.
Careful you don't pull a muscle in your haste.
Always room for more.
Pick up whatever crafting item we have here.
That's curious.
We get anything good out of our chest? A little bit of gold, a couple silver ingots. Do we use a Prayer of Healing? I don't really want to waste a second level spell with Shadowheart just now. Especially because we only get the 2 for now. So I think we'll just continue on, hurt as we are. Let's check the map really quick. So we think the... I do kind of want to have Will in there because it says it's for the Blade of Frontiers. So we'll do that after we rest again. Is there anything we're missing? Find Mole. We've already talked to Mole. Save the refugees for Zevlor. There's a swamp below. We know that. I think we'll continue north through the village. And if we get too close to where Karlak is at, we'll stop and take a short rest. Or a long rest, I should say, and trade out who we have with us. Is this a back way into the Goblins' camp? It is. Okay, look at that. We'll remember that. You can see you can jump. You can probably make that jump down there. I would say if you come over here, you might be able to make it. You'll take a little bit of damage, but you can make it, and then you can kind of climb your way across here to get to the Goblin camp. So we'll keep that in mind when we come back. Let's see. We'll go out this way. There's a sleeping bugbear here. Scrawny one, too, so he doesn't have a lot of health. Well, since we've kind of fought everything here already, we might as well. Let's enter turn-based mode. Where are Gale and... We'll leave, actually. Let everybody catch up first. Seems like the rest of our party got a little confused and didn't want to jump down, but that's okay. Come on. There we go. Alright, now that everybody's caught up, we will enter turn-based mode. Okay, well that was easier than I thought. Just one-shot him. We will leave turn-based mode. Take a gold, a couple javelins we'll give to Bill to throw. We'll let him carry the dark ring as well. Rogue's morsel is needed for crafting. We remember seeing a thing for healing potions, so that's good to pick up. Just kind of loot everything here.
Looks empty.
What's this loose boulder? Okay. I guess that was just something to throw. I thought we were going to uncover a hidden path there or something, but I guess not. Roasted meat, we'll take that. That's got to be camp supplies.
For an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Let's do strength. We'll go grasp the handle and pull it with all of our might. We'll go guidance spam just because we brought her. 15s are tough to reach. Natural 20. All right.
You yank the dagger free, leaving a narrow slit behind.
Can I take the meat too? I mean, I feel like that's camping supplies, no?
Mystery meat, tough as boar hide. Only the sharpest teeth could pierce it.
I guess not then. That's okay. A +1 dagger. Okay, we will give that to Asterion whenever we meet up with him, because that, being a magic item, will give him a little bit of extra chance to hit. It'll give him a 5% chance to hit, which is good, and a 5% chance to... I don't think we need to pick that up, but it'll give him an extra point of damage too when he hits somebody.
What the hell are you doing?
Okay, I'm having a puny running. Yeah, we're definitely gonna say that. Definitely a barbarian thing to say. Oof. Guess we're fighting. That's okay. I kind of wanted to do anyway.
Puny? I'll show you, puny.
Smash! Oh,
what a babe. What a babe. Okay. And of course, we didn't win initiative again.
Half ogre in the making.
Yeah, right. Now with Gale, how do we start with Gale? What is the play here? He's definitely not going to run in there and hit him. Do we start with some grease or do we go chromatic orb? I think we're going to go chromatic orb. Since we've already kind of like burned both of our short rests, we're going to go full heavy and just use our second level spell to hit a blast here. Try to do as much damage as we can. Gale needs a 12 to hit. He rolled a 7. So we will use his portent. Make sure we get a hit. Alright. And you can see, just because we're a divination wizard, we just turned that 20 damage hit from a miss. Move him over here a little bit. That'll do it for him.
My luck again.
Rage with the barbarian. And we're going to go the gargantuan cleave here. You can attack multiple targets. So can we move to get into range to do that? Not really. We get to go again. No. Okay. That's okay. We'll end his turn. We'll end Bill's turn there. We will send Lae'zel in for a trip attack. Or we'll probably use distracting here. Okay. And we could pommel strike here. He has 4 HP. I think we'll do it just because we're about to rest anyway. See if we can get the kill. No. Not the end of the world. Unfortunately, I think that did burn our advantage. We'll check here. Yeah, it burned our advantage, so we didn't really do a great job with that miss. We'll just run up and we'll use inflict wounds. That should get the job done. Probably overkill, but again, we're probably gonna have to rest. 38 on that hit. That was pretty crazy. And then we're actually gonna back Shadowheart up a little bit because we don't want her taking hits. She's not too weak. You can see she has 24 hit points. She has a shield. She has decent armor on, so she probably has a 17 or an 18 AC. But again, we just want the barbarian taking the hit. Back to Gale, and because we're resting after this, let's go with a poison. I don't think we put the robe on. Fortunately, we should have. But we'll use a poison blast here. That should do it. And then just recklessly attacking should finish it off. Apparently that didn't kill her for some reason. We can't shove her because she's too heavy. Let's just try a regular attack here. She might have had it with her wrath that she doesn't go down on the first hit. Alright.
Let's just put this behind us. Far behind us.
They killed another guy in here too beforehand. We'll take the javelins as well. And then we will level up. Level 4 should be pretty simple for everybody. They get an ability score improvement, so it just means that you're going to be able to increase some of your stats. You could potentially take a feat if you wanted to, so we'll have to make a choice. We're not going to add a class. There's no real reason to. Let's see. We're not changing that. Okay. So we have a bunch of feats here. We could just go with the ability score improvement and raise 2 of our attributes, and we're probably going to do that. Because we want to get that strength up to a +4. It's going to make it easier for us to hit people, and it's going to do an extra point of damage when we do. We could take Great Weapon Master, because we use the heavy attacks. You take a roll penalty, but because we have our reckless attack, the advantage can balance that out. That's a really good choice for barbarians. But then we have to push back our ability score increase too, so that is a bit of an issue. When you land a critical hit on or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn. That is pretty good. I don't think none of the magic initiates are any good. Not really worried about Mage Slayer. Lucky is always good because it lets you re-roll when you need to. You can use to gain advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws, or make an enemy re-roll their attack rolls. But because we're a barbarian, I don't think we need to do that as much. We kind of already have that. We could go for heavier armor, but it builds in our constitution already, so that's not really necessary. Polearm Master's never bad. Sentinel's never bad. I think we're going to go with the ability score, even though Great Weapon Master is right there. Ugh. Actually, yeah, why don't we do Great Weapon Master? Again, just because you get the extra damage. And dealing those extra +10s when we can basically give ourselves advantage whenever we want is huge, so we'll take that. Next, when we hit level 8, we'll go with our ability score instead. We'll take that. Now, Gale, this is important. The extra spells are always good. Okay, so we get a cantrip. Let's start with that. Do we take Minor Illusion, potentially? We already have a thing for Dancing Lights. Friends isn't terrible either, because it lets you kind of like trick people when you're talking to them, but we don't use Gale up front to talk very often. All the damage ones aren't really necessary, considering we already have some damage cantrips. And True Strike is absolutely useless, because you gain advantage on your next attack roll, but it's no better than just attacking twice. Like, you might as well just attack twice. So we'll take Minor Illusion. On to spells. We can't take anything above 2nd level yet. False Life isn't terrible, but we only get to prepare one extra one, I think. So we could take Ice Knife. That's not a bad spell. That's a lot of damage for a 1st level spell. And it's kind of area of effect. We could take Scorching Ray. We could take Magic Missile for our guaranteed hit. I think we should go looking for some more utility spells first. Like, Blur is a good one. Blindness isn't terrible. Crown of Madness isn't that good. Darkness is. We don't need Dark Vision. Detect Thoughts. Same thing. Magic Weapon's just not worth the 2nd level spell, in my opinion. Hold Person is good, though. So I think we'll take Hold Person. I don't really worry about see invisibility too much. You have to know something is there to cast it, which is the problem. It is a divination spell, which kind of works with our class a little bit, but still, not fantastic. I kind of want that area of effect spell if we can get it. Or maybe we take Magic Missile. No. We want to go with a multi-hit spell. This hits in a small area because the knife explodes, so I think we'll take that. Okay. Oh, preparing spells. Is there anything we want to give up? Potentially grease. I don't know why he keeps putting Witch Bolt in there to try to prepare Witch Bolt. We're not trying to do that. We'll take Ice Knife that we just took. And we don't have Hold Person prepared. Same thing with Shatter. So I think we'll give up Grease and we'll take Hold Person instead. We already have Sleep. That's a pretty good shutdown spell. So Grease and Sleep are a little, you know, they kind of do the same things. Grease has got a little bit more utility because you can light it on fire once you trip them. Whereas Sleep, like, can hit them for multiple rounds for sure. So we'll go with that. And then Feats. Do we take the ability score to deal more damage, or to make sure our spells hit better with that, or do we take Warcaster? They help you maintain your concentration with Warcaster, but I think we're going to go ability score. We're going to go with intelligence here. So we should only need to boost it 1, and then we can boost another one up to try to get somewhere. Maybe dexterity to try to go sooner. So we'll do that. Alright, that's Gale out of the way. Shadowheart. We'll have another spell to pick. She gets a cantrip. Let's see. Are any of these particularly helpful? Maybe Produce Flame. Not really. We already have Firebolt that kind of does something similar. A flame in your hand sheds a light of 9-meter radius and deals 1d8 fire damage when thrown, but she already has Firebolt, which is, you know, I guess it creates a light for everybody else, but that's not super helpful. Blade Ward doesn't really help either. Take only half the damage from bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing attacks for 2 turns. That's just not long enough to give up an action to cast it. Light, same deal. Not a bad one, but she has, like, almost everybody except for Gale has it. I think we'll take Thaumaturgy. Gained advantage on intimidation and performance checks. So go with that. Now for her feat. Is there anything we want to take to boost her up? I think we could take Alert to let her go first. Defensive Duelist. Yeah, she's not going to be using the finesse weapons. Lucky is never a bad one to take. Shield Master is actually okay, because you make a lot of dex saves. Skilled is pretty good because we could just crank up a bunch of proficiency to make her good at everything. I think we're just going to go with Wisdom, though. So we'll boost Wisdom to 18. And what else should she boost? Strength or Dexterity? Maybe Strength, because her attack uses Strength. So we'll go with that. And then Lae'zel. Alright. For her, we could take Alert again. Is never bad. The +5 to initiative means you're going to be going sooner a lot more often. We could boost her Strength. Just going to take a quick look through all of these to make sure there's not something that's a little bit better. Resilient isn't bad either because it can give you an extra saving throw, but I don't think there's really much that we want to raise. She's not using a shield, so we're not going to use that. Alright, we'll go ability score with her as well. So we'll go Strength with 1, and we'll boost her Constitution by 1 to give her extra hit points. Okay. I think that's a good start. Now we'll hit a long rest. Just because. Thanks for watching my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, following along with Bite Size Bill. If you like what you saw, like, share, comment, all that stuff. Helps me out a ton. Make sure you subscribe to keep up with the rest of this campaign. Turn the bell on, all that stuff. You know how YouTube works. So if you like what you saw and you want to help me out, doing any or all of that stuff helps me out a ton, and I would really appreciate it. If you like D&D, whether this is your first kind of introduction, whether Baldur's Gate is really like the first foray into it, or whether you've been around for a long time and you know everything about the game, if you like that kind of stuff, in the description there's a link to a new channel that I'm starting right now that is going to talk about all that stuff and more for tabletop games. So if you want to get more involved with that, it's a great place to do it, and it would help me out a lot too. Thanks a lot. As always, I'm Jake, and I'll catch you guys next time.